This video is on naming ethers. Ethers are when you have two hydrocarbon chains linked by an oxygen atom. So these are formed by what we call a condensation reaction, and we'll talk about this more later when we get into reactions. But if you react together an alcohol group and another alcohol group, so two different alcohol groups, you're going to get a condensation reaction, which is when the OH from one and the H from the other leave, so combine together. So there's your water leaving. And what this turns into is your ether, where you get, in this case, it'd be the CH3CH2. It's got a spot to bond right here off that carbon, and that'll bond to this O from the other one, and then the rest of that other chain, CH3, making your ether. All right, so when you're naming an ether, there's two different ways to do it. You can simply name your alkyl groups alphabetically and then put the word ether at the end. So that means like you're naming your carbon groups on either side of your hydroxide. Another way to do it is to add the oxy right here, suffix, to the smaller hydrocarbon group, join it to the alkane name for the larger thing. So think about the whatever side is smaller as kind of like your branch almost. So you start with that, and then you put that on your larger chain. So for the example right here, in this one, so here this side would be meth, right, with one carbon, and this side would be eth. So in the first way, you'd name your two groups, right? I've got an ethyl, I've got a methyl alphabetically, and then ether. So ethyl, methyl, ether. The second way to do it, and IB prefers this way, you should note, is I name meth for my one side, I put an oxy in between, and then ethane for my other side. So this is almost like in order. Smallest, oxy in the middle, largest. If your two groups are identical on either side, you can use the prefix di. So in that first way to do this one, you've got an eth on each side, two carbons here, two carbons here. So di, right, for two, diethyl ether. Or the other way would be eth, oxy, ethane, right? Each side is an ethane chain. So these two right here are the preferred way by IB to name ethers.